Most people think luxury is something you buy in stores. Billionaires know better. Their purchases exist outside showrooms and price tags. These are not upgraded products, but one-of-one assets acquired through permission and power. Today, we reveal 5 real things billionaires buy that no store can sell. Bugatti La Voiture Noire is not a car you can order or even request. Only one was ever made, designed for a single buyer behind closed doors. There was no public price, no dealership, and no second option. This vehicle represents ultimate exclusivity, not performance. Billionaires who commission one-of-one creations like this are not buying transportation, but identity. Ownership means no comparison exists. Rich people buy rare cars. Billionaires buy something that cannot be repeated. This purchase removes the idea of resale or competition. It exists purely as a statement of power and access. When something is built only once, ownership becomes permanent and unquestionable, signaling wealth that has moved beyond markets and into personal legacy. The Boeing 747-8 VIP is not available in catalogs or aviation showrooms. It requires government approval, private contracts, and years of customization. Billionaires who own one do not simply travel. They move entire environments through the sky. Inside, these aircraft contain bedrooms, offices, medical rooms, and secure communication system. This is not convenience. It is total control over time, space, and privacy. Rich people fly first class. Billionaires eliminate public air travel entirely. The value is not speed, but insulation from exposure. Owning such an aircraft removes dependency on airlines, schedules, and visibility. It turns global movement into a private, uninterrupted experience reserved for those operating beyond normal systems. Private islands in the Bahamas are not listed like real estate. They are exchanged quietly through private networks and government approvals. Billionaires purchase these islands for control, not luxury views. Ownership means defining access, law enforcement presence, and security boundaries. Rich people buy beachfront homes. Billionaires buy isolation itself. A private island removes neighbors, surveillance, and intrusion. It becomes a controlled environment where privacy is absolute. These islands are not status symbols meant to be shown. They are strategic retreats used for security, meetings, and legacy planning. Buying land is common. Buying separation from the world is rare. This kind of ownership turns geography into a personal asset, beyond traditional property rules. Patek Philippe Grand complications are not watches you walk in and purchase. They are offered privately to selected collectors after decades of relationship. Some pieces are never publicly displayed or advertised. Billionaires value these watches because they represent permission-based ownership. Rich people buy expensive watches. Billionaires are invited to own history. These timepieces take years to craft and are often delivered quietly without announcements. The value lies in scarcity, complexity, and lineage. Many are never sold again, passed instead through generations. Ownership signals trust from the manufacturer itself. When access matters more than money, time becomes a symbol of authority rather than fashion or display. Leonardo da Vinci's Codex Leicester is not art you can browse or bid for publicly. Only one exists, and it was sold privately to a billionaire. This manuscript represents ownership of human history, not decoration. Rich people collect art. Billionaires collect meaning. The Codex contains original scientific thoughts from one of history's greatest minds. Owning it places the buyer beyond traditional collecting. It becomes cultural custody rather than possession. This type of acquisition is about legacy, influence, and preservation. It signals the ability to protect knowledge itself. When billionaires buy objects like this, they are not purchasing items. They are acquiring guardianship over civilization's most valuable creation. These things are not expensive versions of normal products. They exist beyond stores, brands, and public access. Billionaires do not shop. They commission, acquire, and control. At that level, wealth stops being about buying things and becomes the ability to decide what can even be owned at all.